So what we want to do is we want to play what the guy said today, on Undisputed, and we're going to come back and give you guys our thoughts. Take a listen to Paul Pierce tell Keyshawn to his face that your Lakers ain't got no chance. Take a listen to that.
So, Paul, should Keyshawn be careful what he wishes for? Will the Lakers beat the Nuggets?
Let me tell you what happened today, Skip. The Lakers got home last night, and so today they're going to go to practice, and they're not even going to practice today. They're going to get treatment, watch film. They're going to watch film, get their little pamphlet. You get a pamphlet you get a book like this of plays and tendencies of the players that you got to guard.
Your scout report.
Your scout report. It's going to be a book like this. Then, after that, they're going to go to church and pray that Joker don't show up. That's the game plan for today. Because they have no shot at beating the Denver Nuggets.
You know, when people start saying nobody, you do understand when people start talking about no shots, it usually backfires. You know that, right, Skip? So when you say somebody doesn't have a shot, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, though. It's ridiculous to think that they don't have a shot. It's just ridiculous. I understand we love the Joker. I understand he's a walking bucket. He's a passer like no other. He's a triple-double. I get all of that. But it's not like the Lakers are running from the Nuggets. Everybody out here in the NBA circles, they really feel like the Lakers should be running from the Nuggets. This is what Coach Ham was talking about. Like, why would we try to avoid... Stop, man. Why would we try to avoid... I'm not worried about Mike Malone. Why would we try to avoid the Denver Nuggets that go to OKC, mess around, lose on purpose to New Orleans, Skip, and get popped by Kansas City Kings, Lord have mercy, get popped by the Sacramento Kings. Why would we want to do that? I'd rather play 7 games or 6 games than 1 game and be sent home. That doesn't make any sense. When you try to orchestrate that to mess around and see the Nuggets later on down the line, I've always maintained and said, Skip, if the theory is correct that LeBron James runs out of gas because he's playing these long series of games against these other teams, and he got to the Western Conference Final, and he just wasn't right.
Look, the reason I think they can beat Denver, what are you going, 6 games? It's almost got to be probably in that range. I don't know if they could win a game 7
Lakers
at Denver.
in 6?
That's what you want them to be in 4?
It's going to be in 4.
Damn, Paul.
Okay, so you got
Denver.
I give them 6. I can't even give them 6.
They done lost 8 in a row. They done got beat up in the playoffs, a regular season. Psychologically, they just don't think they can beat the Lakers.
Who couldn't
beat Denver.
Who couldn't you beat?
So you heard what Paul and these guys had to say. I thought it was hilarious. And at one point, Paul Pierce wrote on a piece of paper, and he showed it to the camera where he wrote what Mike Malone said. It's like, Lakers, who's your daddy or something like that, which is pretty funny because Keyshawn Johnson wasn't really feeling what Paul Pierce was saying, but obviously he was just poking fun at them. But Paul said that, the Lakers, Paul Pierce doesn't give the Lakers any chance. I'm not surprised at the fact that Keyshawn is giving the Lakers a chance. Skip is also giving the Lakers a chance, but I think Skip Bayless is doing that to be strategic. I don't really believe Skip Bayless believes that the Lakers have a shot against Denver. Instead, what I think Skip is doing is setting a trap. Skip is basically overselling the Lakers. So when and if they fail, he'll say, but they were good enough. They were good enough. What Skip is trying to do is eliminate the excuse. Him and Keyshawn were having a back and forth earlier this week about the Lakers potentially dodging them and playing them later. And he's like, no, I want them now. So he's like, okay, so now the fatigue thing, because he said last year fatigue was a factor, that LeBron got tired. And then today I heard Brian Windhorst mention LeBron got tired again. So Skip is saying, well, now you're going to be facing them in the first round. So fatigue cannot be an issue. And they're not going to be playing until Sunday, I believe. So you have at least Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, at least 3 to 4 days off, right? Before you head over to Denver. So Skip is trying to remove the excuse of fatigue, and he's trying to remove the excuse of the Lakers didn't have a good team. Skip is being very, very slick here. He wants to remove all of the excuses. So if the Lakers lose, and he's even going to go out there and pick them. So what happens? I believe Skip thinks the Lakers will lose. So if they do lose, he will say, well, you're good enough, but you lost. You were good enough. Why couldn't you do it? Now, in the case of Paul Pierce just flat out said the Lakers have absolutely no chance. They need to go to church and start praying.